God lead, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta let go of things and just let God control it, bruh. So let's get into it, man. Sometimes we're in situations where we don't really want to be in, or we're in situations where we don't know where we're gonna go, right? The Bible tells us a lot that God will put us on paths where he knows where we're going, but we don't. But a lot of times what comes with that is we try to make sure everything's okay, right? So we try to control everything, and because of that, we be overthinking about things that really isn't meant for us to think about in the first place. God is ready to take control, and God is ready to do everything for you, to lead you where you want to go. But a lot of times we block our own blessing by trying to take control of everything. You know what I'm saying? Now the Bible does say that to not rely on your own strength, but to rely on God's strength. And I can say myself, there's been many times where I mess up and I try to rely on my own. You feel me? I try to put everything in my hands. I try to make sure everything's perfect. I try to do everything myself. And guess what? It seems like every time and time again, it doesn't work out. A lot of times we'll go to God talking about, God, why ain't this working? Why ain't I getting blessed like you said I would, right? Whole time God trying to bless you, but you're trying to do it yourself. Now you can't bless yourself. That's why you're calling on to him, ain't it? You looking for his blessing, but you try to do it your way. A lot of times we just gotta leave it to God. Leave it to God's hand and just trust his ways, bruh. And I know it's hard. Trust me. I know it's hard, bruh. It was hard for me to let go of some things and ultimately put it in God's hand. And that's the result of this channel, to be real. For a long time, I had it in my head to start a new channel, but it was always like, nah, I'm gonna make this old channel blow up, bruh. I've done so much already, I can't let go. A lot of times God is saying to let go, man. It's on with the old. And he wants to give you something new, but if you stick to everything you know, how is he going to lead you to the unknown? You feel me? A lot of times God wants to bless us, wants to use us, wants to put us in better opportunities, but we block our own blessing by not wanting what he got for us. You get what I'm saying? A lot of humans, let me just say it like that, a lot of humans need to remember that we aren't gods, bruh. We don't know everything, right? And because of that, we don't have the answers to everything, believe it or not. Some things only God knows the answer to. And a lot of times if you want God to guide you, and if you're praying for God to use you in life, you're going to be going through times of uncertainty. You're going to be going through times of you don't know what's going on. You don't know what your next step is going to be. You don't know where you're going to go. And those are the moments when your faith has to be the strongest, because as Christians, right, if you're saying I believe in God for this and that, but one thing goes wrong and you're blaming him, you know what I'm saying? That's why it happens, man. A lot of times God's going to put us through things, because you got to remember, when Job went through something, God allowed it. You see what I'm saying? The devil had to go to God first to say, hey, let me holla at Job. You feel me? So God allowed it. So a lot of the times when we go through things, a lot of people want to blame God, but God allowed it to happen. And you may be wondering, why does God allow negative things to happen? Well, it was a test of your faith. You feel me? Because why did the devil try to get Job out of there? He did it because he said that if you take away everything from Job, he gonna lose his faith in God. So a lot of times when you're going through a lot of dark times, is a test to see, are you still gonna stand with God? Are you still gonna keep faith in his plan for you? Are you still gonna be on his side, or are you gonna curse him? Are you gonna go after him? Are you gonna go against him? Because ultimately Job's wife did. You feel me? Job's wife did. Job's friends all accused him of something, even though he ain't do nothing. But you gotta remember, when you go through dark times, there's always a reason for it. You know what I'm saying? It's either to make you stronger, to make you a better person, you know what I'm saying, to teach you a lesson, to remove or add people in your life. It could be anything, but ultimately you have to give it to God, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You cannot deal with a lot of things alone nowadays, man. We're in a world where they're trying to get rid of God. They're trying to make people think that they're gods, that they can control their destiny and whatever. And of course there's things you can do to better yourself and whatnot, but it ain't nothing without God, bruh. It ain't nothing without his grace, his power, his strength over your life. You see what I'm saying? You gotta let go. You gotta let go. You gotta let go. You got to let go. A lot of times we holding on to things, man. We're saying, God, I can't let go of this, but I want you to do this though. You see what I'm saying? Like, how is that gonna work, twin? You feel me? How you gonna say, I want to control the situation, but God bless me? How is that gonna work, bruh? God's saying you either gonna trust me all the way or none. You feel me? You have to trust him all the way. You have to let him take control, and you have to believe that he's going to take you to the right destination. All those hard moments is what made you, bruh. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we go through things that we may not want to go through. Remember, Abraham got told to sacrifice his son, his only kid, bruh. So it's like, God's gonna test you. He's gonna tell you to do things and you may not like it. He's gonna make you go through things and you may not like it. Remember, Moses didn't want to speak to Pharaoh. You feel me? He didn't want to meet his ops. He didn't want to face those demons, but he had to. But guess what? Because he did, and he allowed God to use him. You know what I'm saying? Like it's Moses, bro. We talk about Moses thousands of years later, bro. Look what happened. Now imagine if he said, "Nah, I'm gonna do it my own way." Come on, twin. You think the seas would have been split if he did it his own way? You think God would have split the seas for him? Time and time again, the Bible shows us that you have to trust in God. But when you do, miracles come. Miracles don't come if you don't trust in God. Fully trust in God and walk with faith. You know what I'm saying? Faith comes through things that can't be seen, which means that you have to have faith for something that you physically can't see right now. You know what I'm saying? We all want to be blessed in life. You feel me? I want to be in a higher position in life, but right now when I look to my left, when I look to my right, I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing the immediate success that I want, right? But guess what? I got faith that in due time, when it's my time, I'm gonna get there. And that's what you need, man. Otherwise, you ain't gonna get so far, man, because I'm trying to tell you, you cannot do it on your own. And for some people that are gonna say, well, I see successful people do it on their own all the time. Well, guess what, though? What is a rich man to lose his soul, G? You know what I'm saying? You gotta do it the correct way. You gotta do it the P way. You gotta do it through God. You get what I'm saying? Well, that being said, though, I just had to talk to y'all boys this morning because we all human, bro. I go through things too, man. There's some things where I had to let go. You see what I'm saying? There's some troubles that I had to say, you know what? God gonna take care of it. You know what I'm saying? There's some things that I was like, man, if I'm gonna have to go through this, I'm gonna just have to go through it, bro. And God's gonna have to see me on the other side because I don't have the answers to everything. You feel me? And as humans, we have to accept that. We have to accept that we don't have the answers to everything, because once you finally accept that you don't know everything, that you don't have the answer to everything, that's when God comes through. You feel me? Because that's when you start seeking a higher source, a higher power. And then God gonna come through for you. You feel me? If you trust and believe in him. But what is step number one to that? You have to admit that you don't got everything under control. You don't have everything figured out. And we're not supposed to, because as Christians, we're supposed to let God just lead wherever we go. Supposed to let God take control. At least that's what you be praying for, right? A lot of y'all be praying for this stuff, man. A lot of y'all be praying for, oh God, use me. Oh God, put me in the right direction. But when he puts you into the direction, you're saying, I don't want to go anymore. Shoot, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes God's gonna put us in situations where we may be uncomfortable. But it is what it is, man. You feel me? I have to walk around the world with this big ass camera. You think I don't be uncomfortable with this? But it's like, I'm talking to you right now, you feel me? It's touching somebody though. You feel me? So I had to face my fears, you know what I'm saying? Social anxiety, whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying? Not being liked, to be stared at, whatnot. I had to face my fears to deliver this message to you. You feel me? You may be facing some kind of fear, but once you overcome that fear, once you give it to God and let him take over, you'll touch somebody and you'll bless somebody and you'll be able to have that testimony. I hope I'm talking to somebody, man. I'm hoping somebody hears this message, because you got to let God lead, bro. You have to let God just have it, man. I'm trying to tell you, when God has it and you just say, you know what, God, I ain't even gonna stress about this situation. You take care of it. You feel me? I'm believing in you. I got faith. You finna get me out this situation. You finna put me in a better one. Take it. You see what I'm saying? And when you finally do that, I'm trying to tell you, bruh, the peace you get, the peace, the clarity, the positive mindset, everything, because you're understanding finally that it's not 100% up to you. You get what I'm saying? You're finally understanding that, okay, I'm going through this valley of darkness, but I won't be harmed though. You feel me? As I walk through the shadow of the valley of death, I ain't gonna get touched. I ain't gonna get harmed. You feel me? Because I get led by God. You feel me? And God got the best path for you. That's something we got to understand too, bruh. God got a better path for us than we do for ourselves, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we settling for option A when God's option B is 1,000 times better, man. God has something big for your life, but you have to let go and let him do it for you, bruh. You have to let go and let him guide you, because you cannot guide yourself to where God wants you to go. You can't. You feel me? You think 2 years ago I knew I was going to be talking to a camera in the middle of a forest, talking to hundreds of people? You think I would have known that? Hell nah, bruh. I thought I was gonna be a college hooper. You know what I'm saying? So like your world can absolutely change, but I'm trying to tell you it's for the better though. You feel me? Because looking back at it, if I went through that option A, you know what I'm saying, I'd be in Kentucky depressed as hell. I mean Kansas, I'd be in Kansas just depressed as hell. I'd be hooping, but I'd be depressed. But now I'm living out my dream, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing YouTube, man. And I never knew I'd be here, bro. But sometimes you just gotta let God take control, bro. And you have to trust him. Because you can let him take control, but if you don't trust him, if you don't have faith in him, then at every single stumbling block, you're gonna be going back at him. You're gonna be blaming him. You're gonna be saying, "Ah, God, I put my faith in you, and you did me 30. Come on, man. Come on, man. You gotta have faith. You gotta be strong, bro. You calling yourself a soldier of God and you ain't strong? Come on, man. This is the Most High we talking about. The King of Kings, Lord of Lords. You see what I'm saying? You gotta be strong, man. You gotta stay in that fight. You gotta keep going. But ultimately, man, you gotta let God have control. All your sorrows, all your pain, I'm trying to tell you, bro. There's no point in trying to face it yourself. You can try and smoke it all away. You can try and drink it all away. It will never leave, bro. You gotta give it up to God, man. You got to. You got to, man. You may be going through a hard situation. You don't know what the next move is gonna be for yourself. You don't know where you're gonna be at in the next year. You gotta let it go to God, man. You gotta let God have it. And I'm trying to tell you, when you do, you're gonna be thanking God, bro, because he'll deliver you. Sometimes you can give it to God and immediately delivered. Immediately you got your answer and you're wondering, damn, why the hell did I wait so long? You feel me? So many times. Y'all, I started this channel in the beginning of December and it's already outperforming my old channel. But I was debating with myself for over a year to start this channel, bruh. Crazy how God works, huh? And as soon as I took that risk, as soon as I made that decision, I said, you know what, God, the numbers don't matter anymore. The subscribers don't matter anymore. Because for a long time it did. For a long time, I'm holding on to that 5,000 subscribers, that old channel. I'm holding on to it. I'm saying, God, I can't let go, bro. I can't go back to zero. But guess what? Once I say, you know what, God, you got it. I'm just going to start this new channel. Boom! You feel me? Already, bro. We about to hit 200. We about to hit 200, bro. We already performing more views per day than the old channel, bro. And I just gotta thank God for it, man. And I gotta thank you for, you know what I'm saying, watching this video, bro. You know what I'm saying? God put you on this video for a reason. God's talking to you for a reason. There's something in your heart. There's something on your mind. And you're saying, you know what? I'm tired, man. And I understand, bro. I understand. You may be stressing. You may be thinking hard about something. I'm just trying to tell you, like, from a fellow believer, bro, from your brothers, you know what I'm saying, from cousin YJ through the screen. I'm trying to tell you, bro, just give it to God. He has all the answers. He has all the ways. And he already knows where he wants to take you. That's the best part. God's not up there thinking like, what should I do with YJ? What should I do with him? No, bro, he has a plan dedicated for you. And the best part is that only you can do your plan. God has a specific task for you, a specific plan for you. You may not want to do it. Remember, Moses was a stutterer, bruh. You feel me? He was a stutterer, but he was used to free thousands. Shoot, at one point I could barely hold a camera outside, and now I'm talking to hundreds of people. Same with me, man. At one point I could barely talk. You go to my other channel, my old videos, you could barely understand a word I'm saying. Some people still would say I can barely talk, but guess what? I'm in front of you right now. You feel me? So what is on your heart? What is on your mind? What are the things you got to give over to God? What are the things that you got to finally say, you know what, God, take it? Because I promise, man. And you don't even have to take my word. You can take my word on it. It's going to be one of the best decisions you made. You feel me? Because the peace. Oh, man, the peace you get just in your mind, in your heart, knowing that you serve a good God, knowing that God finna take care of you, because he does it time and time again. If you need reference points, bruh, just go in the Bible, bruh. Look at the many times. Job, he went through the most and got it all back like times 10. You feel me? We got Moses, we got Joshua, Elijah, Elisha, even Jesus, bruh. Even Jesus, you know what I'm saying, when he was on that pain, when he had to face that cross. Remember, he went to the garden too and prayed. Remember, even Jesus, bruh, he went through hardships too. He was saying, oh God, I don't know if I could do this. I'd be crying too, man. But guess what? He gave it to God and he said, you know what? If it's your will, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And now look, bruh, could you imagine if Jesus said, nah, I'm gonna do it my way? Could you imagine? Could you imagine if Jesus said, you know what, God, I know I gotta die for the whole world, but I'm gonna do it a little different. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do it my own way. We would have all not been here, bruh. Could you imagine? But that's what you want to do, right? You telling God you want to do it your way, right? You telling God you don't need him, right? Hey man, I had to face it myself as well. You know what I'm saying? These videos I be making, shoot, y'all get the message because I went through it myself. You feel me? You're not alone out here. This ain't to try to get at anybody, because none of us is perfect. We all go through things. We all go through life. We all have hardships. We all have struggles. But it's about what you do about it, man. It's not about what the cards you were dealt with. It's about what you do with it. You feel me? It's not about where you start. It's about how you finish. And I'm trying to tell you, bruh. If God's using me to tell you, and he's telling you right now, man, you have things in your heart, on your mind. It's been troubling you for like past weeks, days, months even, maybe years. And God's just telling you, bro, just give it to me, man. Just tell him, you feel me? Just talk to him, you feel me? I recommend a place like this. Y'all see I be out here. You know what I'm saying? Just talk to him, bro. Just tell him everything, you know what I'm saying? Places like this, the big ass forest, no one goes out here, man. You got all the privacy in the world, bro. You can scream if you want, god dang. You can do whatever you want. And talk to your father, man. Talk to God. Tell him everything you need to tell him. You feel me? If you got to confess some things, confess them. If you got some troubles in life, tell him. Because we all do, bro. And the craziest part is, too, God already knows it. That's the craziest part. The craziest part is you're trying to hide these struggles from God and you're trying to hide these struggles and tell the world that, oh, I'm okay. And God's watching you like, no, you're not. You have this, and this all going on. He knows already, man. And he wants you to tell him, because when you give it to God, he got all the answers. He got all the answers. He can change your life in a day, bruh. I'm trying to tell you this, bruh. I'm trying to tell you, bruh. He can really change your life, but it's only up to you if you want that. But with that being said, bruh, I've been talking for a little minute. Kind of went off topic, but at the end of the day, bruh, you gotta just let go of some things. You feel me? It's not good for you to keep holding on to things that, especially things you can't control. It's not good to hold on to them things, man. You feel me? With that being said, I love y'all boys, man. For real, for real. And I appreciate y'all for everything, man. This is gonna be a real fun journey. I can't wait to see where God takes this channel and takes me, man. I ain't gonna lie. With that being said, I love y'all. Catch you in the next video. And peace. Face out.